she suddenly realized she wasn't a doll being posed anymore. Her eyes shifted, and her mind snapped back. She tried to kick and run, but her legs wouldn't move. She crashed hard onto the floor, companions watching. She ignored the pain and crawled forward. Her legs lagged behind. She looked back. They were prosthetics. She crawled to a chair, tried to push herself up, but her arm snapped. Every limb was fake. Tears rolled backward. She understood this was just her brain's last struggle. The real her had no idea a doll, just like her, was already set up in the amusement park. That night, a patrolling guard noticed something. The doll had no breath.
Ed,
Go ahead.
you need to send that back up.
The FBI Behavioral Analysis Unit stepped in immediately. This was a serial case. The body before them was Atlantic City's second victim. The first had also been placed in a playground, just on a swing. The killer had carefully dressed the bodies, pretty skirts, freshly trimmed hair, clean nails, and placed them in the most visible spots, showing them at their best. Psychological profiling suggested guilt toward the victims. The two had nothing in common: different races, different families, different jobs. Credit records showed no connection, no signs of violence. Deaths came from long-term injections of mind-controlling drugs, cutting the link between muscles and nerves, leaving the victims unable to move, yet fully conscious. This total control showed extreme dominance, typical of a sadist. But strangely, no torture was inflicted. Autopsy revealed IV feeding, a level of care hinting at a female killer. Statistics show female serial killers usually don't care about race. Both victims were small, and a woman using tools could move them alone. Garcia noted the clothes fit like they were custom-made. The team guessed the killer picked petite women for easier control and transport. Families were asked about clothing overlaps, but denied any one shopped high, and the other mostly thrift. None had seen the victims in these outfits, meaning the killer had dressed them. Meanwhile, Rossi and Hotch arrived at the carousel. Placing a body there was extremely difficult. Considering the IV work, the killer likely had medical knowledge, maybe used a wheelchair or tools. Wheelchair users often need vehicles with lifts and usually hold disabled parking permits. Hotch ordered a check on all nearby permit holders. Reed learned from the medical examiner that the killer had transplanted hair onto the victims, while they were alive, to cover hair loss from drugs and immobility. Reed concluded the killer lived in a private fantasy. The goal wasn't to kill, but to care in a twisted way. Garcia then reported new leads: 2 similar kidnappings, petite women taken from malls. Timing matched right after the bodies were discovered. The killer only displayed a victim after securing a replacement. Now, he likely had at least 2 living victims in his control.